Do you want to know what the biggest, grippiest tire in BMX is? Today we're going to do an explain and review on the Stranger Ballast 2.4 inch tire. Before we tell you about this, we always want to remind you that to hang tight to the end of the video, because we're going to tell you how to win a bunch of free stuff from our bike shop, as well as possibly winning a free bike. We're also going to tell you all the specs about this tire, the little details that this tire has, and we'll tell you where you can buy this tire. So yeah, today's explain and review with the Stranger Ballast tire. This has been by far one of our best selling tires, and there's a great reason why. There's a lot of the kids nowadays and avid riders, they want to have a little bit bigger tire than most of the tires. What the bigger tires do is they add a little bit more grip to the surface. They add a little bit more stability to your bike, and they basically look a lot cooler. So this tire basically does that. So Stranger's come up with a pretty cool design, and by that design we've sold tons and tons of these tires. So there's little features that you can't really see on photos and stuff like that. So I'll explain it to you right off the top of my head. This isn't planned, this isn't written out. This is just kind of what I've learned through the shop here, dealing with customers, looking at the product, putting these products on BMX bikes, and seeing what a lot of AM riders and pro riders do with it. So from my experience and seeing these guys ride, I've seen them do a lot of cool stuff, and I'll tell you, just that. So let's kind of get to it. First of all, what I've noticed on this tire is that this tire is a little bit bigger than most tires. A lot of tires say like 2.4 or 2.45. This one is a 2.45, but when airing it up, this tire looks a lot bigger and actually is a little bit bigger than most tires. So we've explained this in the past, and we're going to explain it again just so that our new viewers can kind of understand what the idea of 20-inch tires are and what those 20x other numbers are and what they mean. So a 20-inch tire or a 20-inch bicycle basically means that this wheel from here to here is 20 inches. And then there's a second number. If you've noticed on the sidewall, when you go to get a new tube or anything like that, it says like 20x, and then it has a second number. The second number is the width of the tire, but the 2.45 is actually 2.45 inches. So that's going to be 2.45 inches wide. So a lot of different companies, they make tires, and sometimes they're right on point, sometimes they're a little bit smaller, sometimes they're a little bit bigger. But from my experience with this Stranger Ballast tire is that it's either on point with the 245, or I would say it's slightly bigger. This one's definitely one of the biggest tires that I've seen, and they definitely grip really, really good. So that's probably why they've been so popular. So that's basically what the numbers mean. So if you're looking for a tire or anything like that. Also tubes, you gotta remember that these tubes are just balloons. We hear a lot of people coming in here going, hey, you know what, what's the best tube you got? I don't wanna have flats anymore. You're riding bikes, it's inevitable. It's a balloon inside your tire. If that gets poked by a thorn, it's gonna pop. So it's kind of nature of the beast. It's kind of a cool idea because you're actually riding on an airbag. So you've seen guys jump off of buildings and stuff like that and land in airbags. That's pretty much what you're doing, so that's kind of cool. So it allows you to put more air pressure, put less air pressure, and basically make the bike ride how you want it to ride. Some people like a lot of air, so it's really, really fast. Some people like a little bit of air so that it's real squishy and they can do bump jumps and bounce off walls and bounce off curves and little bumps and jumps and stuff like that. So it's kind of what your style is and what you want to do. So if you want a tire to roll really fast, you're going to air it up a lot, put a lot of air in it, because then it's going to feel like a concrete wheel and just take off like lightning. Imagine throwing a round boulder or a bowling ball down a mountain. That thing's going to fly. But let's say you threw down a pillow and it was round and circle. That pillow is probably not going to roll too fast because it squishes and it kind of absorbs a lot of the speed. So think of the same concept and when you choose to air up your tires. So this tire is really cool, extra fat. The rubber is pretty soft, but it also is thick, so it gives you kind of a more of a harder feel to the tire. Then another thing that we've noticed straight off the bat is that this has a pretty cool hot stamp on it. So you got the Stranger logo on there, nice red hot stamp, makes it look really cool. But it's not too big and gaudy like some of the other tires with the big old giant logos on there. I don't know, that kind of looks kind of cheap to me, but to each your own. So most customers love black tires, same as, you know, I mean, a lot of us that ride here for the shop. So that's definitely really, really cool. Another thing is that there's a center like tread right here in the middle. So what that's gonna do is actually make this tire roll really, really fast. So you can see the bead in the center, and with that bead in the center, what it does is it doesn't have any lines that cross. So when this tire is aired up, it's gonna be riding on that center. So it's gonna be a super nice rolling, you know what I mean, rolling feeling, rather than feeling like a monster truck and having like that bumblebee sound where it's going, whoa. So super, super cool on that part. But those little lines, they actually help you grip and they actually help you stop. So it kind of sucks to have a super smooth tire without those, because if you hit the brakes or you stick your foot in the back tire, you're just gonna end up sliding and crashing to that wall or that ledge, or maybe even that lady that you're trying not to hit that is at the end of the rail that you should have stopped. You know what I mean, going for that rail, but you went ahead and did it. So just keep that in mind. Those little grooves are good and they're kind of bad, but it's just all in fun. So definitely a cool idea. They have a little bit of side tread. Now what these things do is it pushes a lot of the water away when you're riding, and it actually kind of creates like a, how do you say, like a funnel. So any water that hits in here, it's gonna actually spit it out to the side, so that allows your tire to grip the ground. So very, very cool on that part. They're really big knobs, but they don't change in height or anything like that. If you look at the tire, it's completely like circle, but just with like grooves notched into it. So you're not gonna feel a lot of bumblebee or, you know what I mean, or anything like that. Another thing is that it's got some really big, some like more cutaway knobbies on the side. So with that said, that's gonna actually help you when you lean over to the side. So if you're rolling and you take a hard turn and you lean over to the side, those little knobbies are gonna grip. So if you ride trails or anything like that, this tire will actually work for trails and everything too. So it's kind of an all-purpose tire. This tire is not very, very heavy. It's not super, super light. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. So super, super nice on that part. Another thing that we notice is that this sidewall doesn't have any tread on it, which, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's bad, I'm not gonna say it's good, but there's a big reason why. The reason why is that they've actually have some logos here, and this ain't the main reason, I'm kind of stalling it out, but it has some letters here which say ballast tire. It has a rotation direction, so this stands out a lot, so it's very, very easy to see. So when you put your tire on, you can see it very easy. Obviously it has a hot stamp, the tire size, it's got a patent and everything labeled on it. But the main thing is that it's gonna actually have these little tiny lines in it. There's a lot of photos online that I've looked at, and you can't really see it, so you gotta kind of take my word for it. It's almost like the, I mean, 3 Adidas lines or something like that. But what that actually does is it pulls it away. When your tire's blowing up, it actually pulls the tire away from the ledge, so that you're not just getting like a solid rubber grind. It's kind of like getting a, you know, I mean, a carpet burn or something like that. When you put, you know, when your whole arm on the ground is gonna burn, and it's gonna rip because there's so much friction. But with these little lines, it allows there only to be friction on those little tiny lines, which are really, really fine. So when you're doing like feeble hard 180s or double peg hard 180s, or anything like that where you're pulling away or you're trying to grind something and go real fast, it's actually gonna hit those little lines. And if that ledge is waxed or anything like that, or rail's waxed, it's just gonna fly through that thing like lightning. So that's super, super cool on this tire. We've seen some other tires do it, but these are definitely by far the like thinnest, finest ones that I've seen. So definitely helps you out on that. Now we said there's a direction on the tire. A lot of people always wonder, hey, what direction do I put the tire? They don't really know. So I'll explain it to you. So this one here, it has an arrow pointing this way. So what that means is that they want your tire to go with it. So roll this way. So when you put your bike on, or your bike tire on, you put it on your bike, and when you're looking down on it, you want the tire tread to almost point an arrow to going forward. So it's kind of a no-brainer. You put the tire on that way so that you basically are going forward, and that basically allows it to do its job or anything like that. So yeah, pretty cool. What's up, dude? Say hi. This is my son's Styles. Look at, say hi to the camera. Say hi. Hi. Say how you doing, everyone? Ah, that's too long for you, huh? This is my son Styles. He comes to work with me almost every day. He helps me here at the shop. He's built a couple bikes. I don't know if you've seen our videos. Check out the Sunday Blueprint bike. He built that guy up. So check out that video. You can see a little bit more of him. See him when he's a little bit smaller. He's now 2.5, about to be 3 in a few months. So, you know, I mean, he's super cool dude. But he likes to play in here. And yeah, we'll let him go play. You wanna go play? You okay? Go play. Yeah? What happened? You got stuck? Go get the box. Go get it. So, yeah, he's gonna go check out some stuff. He's playing with some stuff in the back. So I let him play with tools and stuff like that, and just kind of, you know, I mean, grow himself and just basically be himself. Here, check this out. Here, check this thing out. We're gonna give away this to some lucky viewer in the future. So check this thing out. It's in the box. I'll let you open the box. Do you like opening boxes? Go take it over there. Check it out. Open it. Go open the box. I'm gonna finish filming this video. You're welcome. All right. So yeah, that's Styles. You know, now you met him. So yeah. So it's definitely super cool tire. Also too, the PSI on this tire is rated at 100 PSI. That's the recommended weight, air pressure. It says 85 to 100, but to be honest with you, it's all preference. You can run as low as like 35, but it's gonna be super squishy. 60 pounds to 65 is about average. A lot of people ride it about 70, 80. If you wanted to roll super fast, people ride it 100 pounds. Not too many people are doing that anymore, but if you like to do that, you can totally do that. Now, the PSI basically means pounds per square inch. So you use your pump it up, and as it blows up, it creates more pressure and makes it harder. Oh, you want it? What is it? It's stuck? Oh, I'll get it unstuck for you. Let me see how this works. And you like it? So, this is a flashlight. There you go. Look at, check this out. Bam! Go shine somebody. So, cool, huh? So super cool. He's fun. Yeah, so shine me. Ah, got me. So, yeah, so that's pretty much about the review. You know what I mean? Super dope Ballast Stranger tire. This thing is sick. If you ride all purpose, you probably want something like this. So, like always, I also told you that if you're trying to buy these bikes, make sure you support our shop, stackbmx.com, where all these tires fit all the bikes and all the parts that we sell on our website. Mix, match, change it, make it your own, and basically just ride BMX, have a good time. And to help you guys out with that through our shop, we want to give away one of you lucky viewers a free parts package from the shop here. All you got to do is like, subscribe, comment below, and share this, and then most definitely turn on your notification bells so that you get a notice when we post a new video, which is every day. So what that does is you'll know that we post a new video. Sometimes we're going to give away free stuff to the next in 10 comments, maybe 25, we got some free products right here. We're gonna probably start giving away sticker packs to the first 10 people or one of the first 10 people that comment. So make sure you comment below and tell us what you like about our videos, what you don't like about our videos, what products you want us to review, what maintenance stuff that you want to review, because we are going to do maintenance in the short future. So definitely comment below. Let us know what's on your mind. Let us know, basically what Stack BMX needs to do. And yeah, keep doing that. And when we hit 5,000 subscribers, we're going to give away one of you guys a bicycle retailed at $300 and ship it to you free of charge. So we'd like to tell you, thanks a lot. We appreciate you. Have a great day.